have a question to ask you. If este means this in English and isto also means this, why is it correct to say este livro é meu, but it's incorrect to say isto livro é meu in Portuguese? Stay until the end of the lesson to find that out. Olá pessoal! Today's lesson is for those who want to learn once and for all how to use the demonstrative pronouns in Brazilian Portuguese and stop mixing them up. Let's get started. Simply put, a demonstrative pronoun is a word we use to describe, point out to something specific. It's a word we use to identify a person, an object, an idea, a situation. For example, these are the demonstrative pronouns in English, and these are the ones in Portuguese. Don't give me that look. As you can see, Portuguese has demonstrative pronouns that are variable, meaning that they agree in number and gender to what they point out. And Portuguese also has neutral demonstrative pronouns that remain invariable, meaning that there is no such thing as esta, istos, estas. No, it will be always isto, isso, aquilo. In today's lesson, we'll first see how to use the demonstrative pronouns that are variable, and then we'll compare them to the neutral ones. By the way, today our focus is not to compare what's in the book versus what is found in spoken language. There is a lesson on the channel that link to it is in the box below. So, how are the variable demonstrative pronouns used? Let's begin with este and esta. Este and esta are equivalent to this when you point out to something that is closer to you and not to the person you are talking to. Estes and estas are equivalent to this under the same circumstances when you're pointing out to more than one thing that is closer to you. Examples: this seat is mine. Este assento é meu. Now the suitcase. Suitcase in Portuguese, mala. Mala is feminine. So, esta. Esta mala é minha. Esta mala é minha. Remember, we are dealing first with the variable demonstrative pronouns. Este assento é meu. Esta mala é minha. Now in the plural. Shoes. Sapatos. Estes sapatos são meus. Things, coisas. Estas coisas são minhas. Yes? Now, esse and essa are equivalent to that when you're pointing out to something that is closer to the person you are talking to. Yeah, when you are pointing out to things that are closer to the person you're talking to and they are not far from both of you. By the way, it doesn't matter if you're talking to that person in person, by phone, if you are texting, it doesn't matter. Use esse, essa to one thing and esses and essas to point out to more than one thing that is closer to the person you're talking to. Examples. Is that your seat? Esse, yeah, because it's closer to him. Esse assento é seu? Suitcase. Essa mala é sua? Shoes. Esses sapatos são seus? Things. Essas coisas são suas? Are you with me? Then help me fill in the blanks before we move on. Well, I want to ask him where he bought that hat. Is the hat closer to me or to him? To him. So? Onde você comprou esse chapéu? Onde você comprou esse chapéu? Then he said, oh, this hat, I got this hat as a gift. And now, how would you fill in the blanks? Este, that's right, because he's talking about something that is closer to him and not the person he's talking to. Let's listen to the answer,
Este chapéu? Ganhei este chapéu de presente.
The flight attendant gave him some candies and he wants to ask me if the candies are made in Brazil. Yeah, the candies he's holding, yeah? He wants to ask me if those candies are made in Brazil. Estas, because they are closer to him. Let's listen to him.
Estas balas são feitas no Brasil?
So, now I want to say that those candies are made in my city. Essas balas são feitas na minha cidade. Moving on. You just saw that esse and essa are equivalent to that when pointing out to something that is closer to the person you're talking to. Now, aquele, aquela are equivalent to that when pointing out to something that is far from both of you, from the speaker and the listener. Yeah? So we're going to use aquele, aquela, and in the plural, aqueles, aquelas. Examples. I want to know if he knows that guy. That guy is far from both of us. So I'm going to use aquele. Você conhece aquele homem? Você conhece aquele homem? Woman. Você conhece aquela mulher? Você conhece aquela mulher? Yes, aquela, agreeing with mulher, which is a feminine noun. Oh, boys! Você conhece aqueles meninos? Você conhece aqueles meninos? Crianças. Você conhece aquelas crianças? Você conhece aquelas crianças? Now that you know how to use the demonstrative pronouns that are variable, let's learn how to use the neutral ones. Well, isto is equivalent to this. Isso is equivalent to that when something's closer to the person you're talking to. Aquilo is equivalent to that when something is far from both of you. So, isto, this. Isso, that, closer to the person you're talking to. Aquilo, that, far from both of you. Some peculiarities about these pronouns. First, I told you these pronouns are neutral. They are invariable. Isto é vaso. Isto é uma flor. Not esta, no. Isto é uma flor. Isto são flores. Yeah? So, isto é vaso. Isto é uma flor. Isto são flores. Isto remained invariable. Second, isto, isso, aquilo are never used to refer to people. Never. They can be used to refer to objects, abstract things, ideas, feelings, situations, but never with people. Take a look at these questions. What is this? Okay. O que é isto? What's that? O que é isso or o que é aquilo, depending to what you are pointing out. Now, the question who is that cannot be translated into quem é aquilo. No. I told you, isto, isso, aquilo are never used to refer to people. Who is that? Well, we'll need to find an equivalent question like who is that man? Who is he? So you could ask quem é aquele homem? Quem é ele? But never quem é aquilo. No. Quem é aquele homem? Quem é ele? Yeah? And the answer, oh, that's my friend. Don't say aquilo é meu amigo. If you say that, your friend will feel offended. Yeah? Say aquele é meu amigo, or ele é meu amigo, meu amigo. But don't use isto, isso, aquilo to refer to people. They feel offended. Yes. Well, third, isto, isso, and aquilo are never followed by a noun. Yeah? Therefore, the sentence isto livro é meu is incorrect. The correct sentence should be Este livro é meu. This book is mine. Este livro é meu. I cannot use isto, é meu. Isto é meu, but never isto livro é meu. Are you with me? Yes? Well, isto, isso, and aquilo are never followed by a noun. Another example? Oh, that tree is beautiful. I cannot say aquilo árvore é bonita. No. Aquela árvore é bonita. These pronouns are followed by verbs. Yes, as in this is a book. Isto é livro. Isso é jornal. Aquilo é uma banca de jornal. So again, isto é livro, isso é jornal, aquilo é uma banca de jornal. Oh, this smells like mint. Isto tem cheiro de menta. Ah, isto tem cheiro de menta. Oh, that looks tasty. Isso parece gostoso. Isso parece gostoso. Oh, that's funny. Isso é engraçado. Isso é engraçado. That was funny. Aquilo foi engraçado. Aquilo foi engraçado. If you are a member of Plain Portuguese Club, access the community tab where you'll find some exercises to practice what you learned today. If you're not a member yet, I invite you to become one and support our channel so I can keep creating quality content for you. Now, if you don't want to become a member but still want to support us, don't forget to give this lesson a thumbs up. Thank you for watching another class. See you next time. Até a próxima. Tchau!